Hey friends, welcome to the Time for Living podcast, your ultimate guide to finding the time you need to crush your business dreams while still having time to live your one beautiful life. I'm your host, Lucy Clark, a devoted boy mum, dedicated business owner and time-finding expert. Say goodbye to the I'm too busy mindset that's holding you back from growing your online business. No more feeling overwhelmed or stuck in the same place year after year. Each week, we'll dive deep into strategies for being intentional with your precious time so you can hit those business goals while still making time for yourself and your family. If you're ready to create more time, get practical tips and prioritize the steps that will make the biggest impact on your business and life, then you're in the right spot. Pop in your earbuds, steal a quiet moment, and let's find time together. Have you got this vision of building your own business to create real freedom for yourself and your family? And then, most days, it feels like you're running on fumes. I get it, you're not alone. And today, we're going to change that. We're going to ditch the overwhelm and start designing a year that lights you up and moves you closer to the life you've been dreaming about. Perhaps you already set your goals and came up with a plan, but it seems that your plans have got derailed and it's already the end of February and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere this year. I'm here today to help ambitious women like you take control of their schedules, turn chaos into clarity, and create space for what truly matters. Whether it's for growing your business, spending more time with your family, or just feeling like you again. If you've ever felt like there's just not enough time in the day to make your dreams happen, trust me, you're in the right place. In today's episode, I'm sharing my personal method for planning my business year. Don't worry, there are no boring spreadsheets or overwhelming systems here. Instead, we'll focus on simple, actionable steps to reflect on where you've been, dream big about where you want to go, and set clear goals that actually feel achievable. By the end of this episode, you'll have a roadmap to help you reclaim your time and start building a life and business that feels aligned with your biggest goals. So grab a notebook or just keep listening while you're folding laundry or driving, and let's get started. This is your time for living. Let's make it count. The first thing to do is reflection. So let's talk about 2024. I don't know about you, but last year felt like a roller coaster. Some incredible highs, a few unexpected twists, or let's be honest, moments that tried to derail me. One of those moments for me, I was this close to losing my mind when I realized something important. I was trying to do all of the things, but actually doing none of the things. The moment I started simplifying my process, things started to click. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. And sometimes that's all we need. So before we jump into planning or replanning for 2025, let's take a moment to reflect on 2024, if you haven't already done so. Not just the big wins or the hard days, but everything in between. Grab a notebook or just think through these questions with me. Firstly, what was your heck yeah moment of the year? The one that made you feel unstoppable. Maybe it was landing your first client, finally launching your website, or mastering a skill you've been working on. Next, what made you want to scream into a pillow? We all have these moments, and it's okay to admit it. The key is learning from them. What would you do differently next time? And finally, what superpower did you unlock this year? Maybe you discovered you're amazing at connecting with people, or that you write killer content under pressure. Celebrate that. This reflection isn't about beating yourself up over what didn't go perfectly. It's about fueling your future awesomeness. Every win and every lesson is a stepping stone towards the life and business you've been building. Let's take these insights and use them as rocket fuel for what's next. Now that we've gathered all those lessons and wins from our reflection, it's time to look ahead. This is where the magic happens, where we let go of the day-to-day grind for just a moment and focus on the bigger picture. I want you to pause whatever you're doing, take a deep breath, and let yourself dream for a second. And I know some of you are thinking, didn't we do this at the beginning of 2025? We did, but I would say that we are 2 months into the year, so a little double check can make sure you are still on the track that you truly want to be on. So seriously, close your eyes if you can, unless you're driving, and picture your life and business 5 years from now. What does it feel like? Not just what it looks like, but how does it feel in your bones? Are you waking up without an alarm clock, sipping tea while planning your day on your terms? Who are you serving in your business? What kind of impact are you making? And here's the big one. How much time do you have for the things that truly light you up? Whether that's painting, hiking, spending time with your favorite people, or finally reading that stack of books on your nightstand. That vision, that's your North Star. It's what will keep you going when things get tough. And let's be real, there will be tough days, but every decision you make this year should bring you closer to that dream. So let's make sure your 2025 goals aren't just random tasks, they're the stepping stones towards the life you're building. Here's a quick exercise. After this episode, take 60 seconds to jot down 3 words that capture your vision. Maybe it's freedom, impact, or ease, or maybe it's abundance, joy, or adventure. Whatever they are, write them down and keep them somewhere visible. Let those words guide how you show up this year. Ready to make it happen? Let's keep going. All right, now you've got your vision locked in, it's time to turn those dreams into a plan. And here's the deal. Vague resolutions like grow my business or be more productive are not going to cut it. This is where we ditch the fluff and get crystal clear. Let's make your goals so specific that you can practically taste them. So goal setting for 2025. It could be that you ask yourself, how many Instagram posts will you commit to creating each week? Or how many emails will you send to your list this month? Or how many potential clients will you reach out to in the next 30 days? These are the kind of goals you can control, actions that are entirely within your power to make. And there is a key difference. Output-based goals focus on what you can do, while result-based goals focus on outcomes that you can't directly control. For example, instead of setting a goal to gain 1,000 Instagram followers, which is a result, set a goal to post 3 times per week and engage with 20 accounts daily, an output. The actions you take are what drives results over time, but focusing on output keeps you in control and prevents frustration over things outside your influence. Make sure you don't overwhelm yourself with a laundry list of goals. Let's break things down into quarterly chunks. Think of each quarter as its own mini season of focus. For example, quarter 1 could be all about creating consistent Instagram content and engaging with your audience daily. Quarter 2 might be launching that course you've been dreaming about by dedicating time each week to content creation and marketing. Quarter 3 could be the time to hire a VA or streamline your systems by setting aside time to document processes and set up automations. Quarter 4 could be strengthen community connections and foster collaboration. You could attend 3 networking events or industry conferences, or schedule 5 coffee chats with potential collaborators or mentors. So my quick win tip is to pick one audacious goal per quarter and laser focus on it. When you spread yourself too thin, nothing gets done well. But when you channel all your energy into one big goal at a time, you'll see real progress and fast. So grab your notebook and map out your quarters. What's your focus for quarter 1? Remember, there's only 1 month left, so think about that strategically. What are the things that will move the needle the most? Start there and let's build momentum for an incredible 2025. By focusing on what you can do and breaking it into manageable chunks, you'll stay motivated, make progress, and set yourself up for success, all while keeping things fun and achievable. So let's remember the fun. What's the dream vacation or experience you're going to reward yourself with after putting in the work? Maybe it's a family trip, a solo spa weekend, or finally upgrading your home office. Whatever it is, write it down. These specifics give your goals meaning and motivation. Let's get down to the monthly and weekly planning. So we're going to get tactical. You've got your goals mapped out and you're feeling inspired about what 2025 could look like. But here's the real question. How do you actually make it happen without feeling like you're drowning in sticky notes, endless to-do lists, or that nagging feeling that you're forgetting something important? The answer is simple but powerful. If you're wanting to level up, a project management tool is key. Seriously, this has been a total lifesaver for me. Imagine having all your to-dos, deadlines, and brilliant ideas organized in one place so you can finally sleep at night without that mental checklist running on repeat. Here's how I use Asana to stay organized and keep my sanity intact. I treat each major goal as its own project. For example, let's say one of my goals is to launch a new course this year, and another goal is to publish 4 guest blog posts on relevant platforms per month. Each one of these gets its own dedicated space in my project management tool. Why? Because when everything is lumped together, it's overwhelming. But when you break it down into smaller pieces, it's like untangling a knot. Suddenly, everything feels doable. Once I've created a project for each goal, I break it down into bite-sized action steps. Instead of writing something vague like create course content, I'll list out specific tasks, like write Module 1 script, and then record Module 1 video, and then design course workbook part 1, and so on. This way, every single task feels manageable. And let me tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than checking off those smaller steps and seeing your progress build over time. The real magic happens when you assign deadlines to each task. Project Management Tool helps me stay on track by sending reminders and keeping all my deadlines in one place. No more scrambling to remember what's due or realizing too late that I forgot something important. It's like having a personal assistant gently nudging me along the way, except way cheaper. Now let's talk about one of my favorite features, color coding. If you're a visual person like me, it will change the way you plan. I use colors to prioritize tasks or group them by type, like marketing, admin work, or client projects. For example, anything related to content creation might be green, while financial tasks are blue. When I open up my project dashboard, I can see instantly what needs my attention based on the colors staring back at me. Another feature that has saved me countless hours is templates. For reoccurring projects like creating social media content or writing blog posts, I create templates that outline every step of the process. Instead of starting from scratch every month or week, I just copy the template and tweak it for whatever I'm working on. It's such a simple tweak, but it saves so much time and mental energy. Here's a quick example. When I plan out my social media content for the month, I use a pre-made template that includes tasks like brainstorming post ideas, writing captions, scheduling posts in advance, and analysing last month's performance. Instead of reinventing the wheel every time, I follow the same system, and it works like clockwork. Let me be honest with you for a second. Before I started using a system like this, my desk was covered in sticky notes and random scraps of paper with half-finished ideas scribbled on them. My brain felt just as cluttered as my workspace. I was constantly trying to remember what needed to get done next while juggling everything else in my life. It was exhausting. But once I set up a project management system that worked for me, everything changed. Now I have clarity and peace of mind because everything lives in one place. I can focus on what matters most without worrying about dropping the ball on something important. And trust me when I say that feeling is priceless. If you don't already have a system like this in place, this is your sign to start. Whether you use something digital like Asana or even just a notebook with clear categories and deadlines, having a centralized place for all your tasks will make your life so much easier. Take some time this week to set up your own system. It doesn't have to be perfect right away, but once you do, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. This is how we take those big dreams for 2025 and turn them into actionable steps that actually get done without the overwhelm or chaos. All right, friend, let's bring it all together. You've got the roadmap now. Reflect on where you've been, dream big about where you're headed, and set those killer goals. Then plan like the boss you are. This is your year to take control, not just for your business, but of your time, your energy, and your life. No more spinning your wheels or feeling stuck in the chaos. You've got this. And if you're ready to make this process even easier, I've got something special for you. Head over to timeforliving.co/dreambig and grab my free Dream Big workbook. It's packed with templates, prompts, and tools to help you take everything we've talked about today and turn it into a clear, actionable plan. Whether you're just starting out or leveling up, this workbook will help you map out your year with confidence. And yes, it's totally free. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I know how precious your time is. I'm excited to continue this journey with you. So tune in next week for more tips, strategies, and inspiration to help you create a life and business you absolutely love. I'm always sharing new ideas and insights, so you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now go out there and start building the life and business you deserve. I'll see you next week. Hey friends, thank you so much for tuning in to the Time for Living podcast today. If this episode inspired you to take action and save time, I'd be so grateful if you could leave a written review and subscribe over on Apple Podcasts. Your feedback means the world to me and helps us reach even more amazing people like you. If you know a friend who needs to hear this message, share this episode with them. And remember, your time is precious, so make every moment count. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep living, and keep making time for what matters most.